Hi guys, how are we all doing? 20922 here, and for me, I'm carrying on immediately from part 2. I've no idea when this actually gets released. I won't release all 3 parts in the same day, so I don't know when this actually gets released. Right, so, kicking off with the questions again. Noah Burquest, do you think Avanti should keep the Class 221 Super Voyagers? Because personally, I think they should. Yes, they should, because they tilt, and they're very comfortable. Unfortunately, they want to go down the route of the bi-modes. So they run electric all the way to crew, and then go from diesel from crew to Chester. Obviously you've got trains to Shrewsbury and everything else. I'm going to have to sit back here for a bit because my back's giving me a bit of grief. Right, Teabag21 again. Right, this is from The Lad. The Lad's questions this time round. Right, 1. If you were to build a model railway, what area would it be and why? It would be the 90s to early 2000s, so you have Norwich South East, Intercity Silverlink and Virgin trains, and it would be the West Coast Main Line, and I would do it around Leighton Buzzard. 2. Did you ever foresee, and this is an amazing question, I love this one, did you ever foresee when you started this channel that you would be unable to go train spotting and you would have to resort to transport related gaming to give this channel some content? That is an amazing question. Absolutely top notch. No is the answer. Straightforward, no. I did not at any point when I started this channel all those years ago think I'd have to resort to gaming videos to give this channel some content. I'm glad that I did, because otherwise my channel would have been stale and it would have nothing going on for months. So it was a good way to keep the channel alive, and it's given me something new to do. It breaks the channel up, and yes, the Transport Fever 2 gameplay videos and the Train Simulator 2021 videos are nowhere near as popular as my Trains app films. They're still generating some interest, and I'm going to keep on doing them because I enjoy it. But no, I never ever foresaw I'd have to do this. I never did. I honestly thought that my channel was always going to be real life railways and the models as well, but never thought I'd have to do something like this. Right, 3. What's your favourite spot, station or otherwise, on the East Coast Main Line and West Coast Main Line? For me, East Coast Main Line, one would be Colton Junction, West Coast Main Line, Wolverton Station. Favourite to spot on the East Coast Main Line, tracks of location, definitely Colton Junction, definitely. Station, Doncaster. West Coast Main Line, favourite station's got to be Preston. In terms of tracks of location, Linslade. 4. What is your favourite railway station on the current Transport Fever 2 map, both in looks and from a train spotting perspective? And on that note, which mods have you installed? In terms of the mods, I can't answer that question because I don't know. There's a lot of mods I've got off the Steam Workshop that I haven't actually yet made active on my current Transport Fever 2 map, which I will do as the years progress. Favourite station in terms of looks? I like what I've done with Chester. Really like what I've done with Chester. That's coming on quite nicely. In terms of what would be a train spotter's paradise, it would be Leighton Buzzard, because everything is going to be there. The only thing that will not be at Leighton Buzzard will be the cross-country services. They'll be going from Chester to Beaconsfield. But apart from that, everything is going to be at Leighton Buzzard. And finally, 5. Do you like the 139 Parry people movers that operate on Stourbridge Junction to Stourbridge Town route? Nope. I'm really not a fan. They just don't do it for me, I'm afraid. It's just not my cup of tea. Right. J Page, congrats on 8,000 subs. Love your commentary. Thank you. Right, not really a question for me, but please don't ever give up. Thanks for all your videos. Oh, pardon me. Thank you, J Page. That's very kind of you to say so. Reese Cleveland, how long have you been train spotting for? As long as I can remember. Well before I started doing this channel. I've been into railways my entire life. I've only been filming properly for 6 years. But there are videos on my channel dating back 10 years when I took some god-awful videos on a BlackBerry phone, and the camera on the BlackBerry was abysmal. It really was. It's like a film on a potato. It was shocking. But I've been transporting for as long as I can remember. Pilot Pedro, rail related. What do you use to find out which train is operating to and from, including freight? I am assuming it's an app of some kind. Also, what camera do you use for your videos? In terms of what camera I use a Samsung Galaxy tablet. In terms of what app do I use it's not really an app per se, it's the website, Real Time Trains. That's the one I use. Chris Morris, at Jesus Lord. At Stetchford Station, there's obviously the main line that goes into New Street and International the other way, but what is the line that runs from the north end and joins the main line is something I have often thought about. Thank you. Right, so, at Stetchford, you imagine this is going towards Birmingham, okay? So, imagine you're standing on the platforms. So, you've got the line that heads off to Birmingham International and Birmingham New Street. You've then got the line that branches off. That line links up to Bescot and Walsall. Come on, work with me here. Right, Wayne Roberts, will you do... Oh, sorry. Right, I'm gonna translate this from my own ease. Will you do the other end of the Southwestern Main Line? So, Bournemouth, Weymouth, and Southampton. Southampton, Bournemouth, and Weymouth. Southampton I've done a couple of times. Bournemouth I've done once. I might go back there. Weymouth. I can give Weymouth a go. Right. Comrade Hey? I'm going to spell his last bit. So it's Comrade, easy enough. Then you got Lyayyi. Yeah. Right, what is your favourite train? Mine is a 220/221. Fair enough. Favourite train? I answered this in part 1, so you may have seen it, but I'll just do a quick refresh. Depending on the type of service, commuter 321, intercity HST, international 373, freight 68, 70, 37, 56. All in one. Gadgeboy 313. What is your favourite station for train spotting in the UK? Mine is Birmingham New Street. What's your favourite LNWR train? LNWR means London North Western Railway, in case someone doesn't know. Not that I'm trying to be belittle anybody, but just in case. Right, favourite station for spotting in the UK? Doncaster. Favourite London North Western Railway train? I suppose it's got to be the 319. Ryan Thornton, what would be your best passenger trains and your worst passenger trains besides Pacers? Well, worst passenger train would be the 139. It just looks tragic. Best passenger trains? Well, in terms of appearance, I'd probably say it's the Transpennine Mark V sets. Really. Right, NYC Ked 38 LOL. This is an amazing question. This really is a very, very good question. Right, hi to letter 922. How are doing so far after lockdown has been lifted? Here in New York City was terrible. due to having the most cases of the virus, but it's easing up. My question is, why do different franchises in the UK change all the time? Like from VTech to LNER, why can't they just keep one company without changing like Amtrak or SNCF? Simple. It's greed. It's the fat cats of this world. Um, Basically, the railways in the UK can be a gold mine. We had British Rail for a long time. I mean, before British Rail, we had loads of independent companies, and they eventually all merged into the big four. So you had LMS, LNER, GWR, and Southern. And they all eventually amalgamated into British Railways. And British Railways, for its most part, was perfectly fine. We had some of the best traction going. We had such a mixture around the UK. You had 37s, 47s, 20s, 40s, 45s, 46s. There was so much variety. And then they started making sub brands of British Rail. So you had Intercity. Intercity had already existed, but then they changed Intercity to make it much more standout. So you had the Intercity Swallow livery. You then had Network Southeast. You had Regional Railways. Then you had British Railways ScotRail. So you had sub brands of British Rail, but it was all still British Rail. And in the end, they thought it'd be better and it would make more money to have the railways run privately. Private companies started running everything. So Virgin Trains took over the West Coast franchise, the first one to do so. You had the Stagecoach lot go for Southwestern, basically. Yeah, and it was really just a money-making scheme. And the East Coast, that's a funny one, because every company that's taken the East Coast has gone bang. GNER was actually run by, I think, the Sea Containers Company, something like that. And, for a while, all was well. And then they put in too much money, basically. And it bankrupted them. National Express did the exact same thing. Then the government basically then took control of the East Coast Main and called East Coast. And perfectly fine, no problem. And they thought, right, okay, we've done this, right, we'll sell this and we'll give it to another company. So then Virgin Stagecoach came along and formed Virgin Trains East Coast. And they put in way too much money and basically couldn't really afford to pay it back. So the franchise was cut short, and then the government took LNER. They brought back LNER. And they've basically now said that franchises are going to be scrapped. So British Rail, the UK will now start seeing British Railways come back in a sense, but you're still going to have the independent, you're still going to have the brand names. So the likes of LNER, LNWR, Great Western Railway. Those names will still exist, but franchising will come to an end. But yeah, obviously in America you guys have Amtrak. Amtrak are huge, absolutely huge. France has SNCF. Germany has DB. Poland has PKP. Spain has Renfe. Switzerland has SBB, or the Swiss Federal Railways. But like any country, you have open access operators. They all have them. Look at America. You've got, there's a rail firm in San Diego, isn't there? Or California that operates in there. You've got Virgin that wants to actually start running high-speed services over there. So it's all just money. Really. It's all money. Right. Yes. In terms of how in terms of I'm doing personally, I'm doing okay. Sadly, I know there's a lot of people out there who are struggling with their mental health as a result of all this, and I can only wish you all the very best. I know there are people that watch this channel who do suffer suffer with their mental health, and this pandemic and everything associated with it is definitely hard on everybody. No one, people would be foolish to say that people who suffer from mental health at the best of times, and I choose that term very, very lightly. People who suffer at the best of times can just get on with it. No one can get on with it. People deal with their mental health in a lot of different ways. Some much easier than others. Unfortunately, one of my good friends sadly took his own life a few weeks ago. It's difficult. It's really difficult. I mean, you got to think the UK is one of the wealthiest in the world, and we can't even look after our own people. The UK is, we are terrible at looking after our own people. We really are. There's no way of putting it, really. We're not very good. You know, we have all these great ideas, but we are happy to throw people under the bus for our own selfish needs. I'm not saying we're all like that, but there are a few out there that want to put themselves first and don't want to help others. But when things go wrong, they're the first ones to come crying for help. If you want help, you've got to learn to help others. That's what I'm saying. You can't expect help and you can't want help if you don't want to help others, because you'll know how they feel. I'm fortunate enough that I've got a great family around me. I've got some great friends. So if times were ever tough for me, then I know I'd be okay. But there are some people out there who aren't as fortunate and have a tough time expressing things because they're worried about what their friends are going to say. It's amazing who you find out who your true friends really are in times like this. Really do. Right, moving on. That was quite sombre. I didn't want to get too much into that, but unfortunately it is what it is. You know, it's men's mental health. It's no laughing matter. We all laugh and say, oh, man up. And some of us, people will sometimes take it as a joke and go, oh, very good, very good, very good. But some people are quite serious. Oh, God, man up, get on with it. What's your problem? Worst sin you can say. It really is. If you know somebody out there who is struggling, please talk to them. Just talk to them. That could be all the help they need. That just somebody there just wants to have a chat. Text somebody. Phone them. Just phone up and go, how you doing? That's all they want to hear. A voice at the end of the phone can make all that difference. So, please. We can all do our part. We can all do it. Right, Scott JM06. Which do you prefer, the Class 800 or the 390? The 390, really. The 390 is significantly more comfortable. And it's got the ability to tilt as well, so significantly better journey times. Elizabeth, will you ride a Pendolino? I've gone on plenty. Far too many for me to really name. Right, let's lean forward a bit now, shall we? Okay. Sam Waddingham. My God. Right. Hi, Jared. Just a few things for you. Just a few. You. Right, 1. I know it's late, but congratulations on the 8k subscribers. You thoroughly deserve it. Your Trains Out videos are simply music to my ears. That is very, very kind of you to say so. That truly is. 2. Have you seen all 3 TPE Nova fleets? I have indeed. I can't say, I can say which one's my favourite. It's a 68 Mark V set. The 397s look amazing. The 800s in the Transpennine livery do look incredible. 3. Which of these is your favourite? The 37? More specifically, the 37 giving it what for at Carlisle, a 68 or a 70. All 3 are there. I can't pick. Forward signal. Have you ever thought of exploring Scotland a bit more? Maybe up to the foot of the Highlands, the Fife Circle, or around the Central Belt. I've always wanted to go into the Scottish Highlands. I really have. NYC Kit 38 lol. What do you think about the new Class 745, 755 Flirt units? They look fantastic. And the 745, really comfortable. The Worrell Train Spotter. How do you feel on the recent news of rail franchising being scrapped completely? Oddly enough, I was just talking about that, so sweet! Preservation 29. You always find a weird question to ask. Why would you ask me this question? Out of all the train carriages you have ever travelled on and used, which type has the best and worst toilet facilities? Well, okay, the worst is probably London North Western because the door wouldn't lock on the train. The best is a Pendolino because the toilets talk to you. Honestly, they talk to you. Right, NYC Kid, you've got 4 in a row here. Why are some continental European franchises like Trenitalia involved or own franchises like Avanti West Coast or C2C? Why the Europeans want to get involved? I don't really know why the European teams? Because I was watching Formula 1 earlier. I don't know why the European railway groups want to try and get involved. I think it's more so they can just generate a bit more extra money because they know that the UK rail network is such a gold mine. Right, same person again. Congrats on 8k subscribers. I have a few station requests. Can you please film Welham Green, Bethnal Green and Earlstown if possible? Thank you. Welham Green, certainly. Bethnal Green. I've always wanted to film that. I've never actually got around to it, oddly enough. Earlstown? Did I not film at Earlstown once before? I'm sure I've been there. What locomotives or units from America would you like to see in operation in the UK? Oh God, what's the F40PHs? They just do something for me. You've got the what's the other one? PH34s or something like that. The Genesis engines. You'll know what I mean. What else do I want? You've got some sort of Siemens electric number that runs on the North East Corridor. That looks quite good. Don't think there's anything else that I'd want on there really. I like the diesel ones that you've got over there. Same person again, NYC 38 low. Have you? God, struth. Have you ever thought of doing Train Sim World? I've played it. It's not my cup of tea. Train and Roblox Studios 2000. Will you ever do Upminster as a train video? I'm not too sure, to be fair. TTV videos. What job do you do? I work as a van driver for a firm that deal in the distribution of fixings and fasteners across the UK. Have you travelled on a TGV from Aviation Spotter? No, I haven't. Stay Alive Gaming 101. When did you start your interest for trains? Like, how old? I can't remember how old I was. All I know is I was very young when it first started. Desi SE, when are you planning to come to Newcastle? Next year. Won't be this year, I'm afraid. It'll be sometime next year. Right, Ronin MJ. Hey Tornado, I am an upcoming train enthusiast and I'm so keen on catching some Class 323s. Any tips on finding these? Oh, good lord. And can be transport one time at Lewisham Station. Best kept. Best place to get 323s is either Manchester Piccadilly or Birmingham New Street. Can we meet up at train? Can we meet up at Lewisham for train spotting? Certainly. I'm not sure when, but certainly. And we're there, we're at the top. That was it. Oh, no, it wasn't. There was another one. No, that's just me fiddling around. Right, we're there. We're golden. That was the lot. Yeah, that was it. Thank you, guys. Yeah, that took me a while to do. It's now 1:45 in the morning. Yeah, so suffice to say, I'm not going to be waking up for a while. Right. Come on, let's... Right. Yes. Sorry things got a bit sombre during this last one, but I've got enough of a following behind me that I know I can talk about certain things, and I know you guys will support me all the way. I don't know that you... a lot of you have good friends out there, and I know you would all take care of one another. But thank you all for contributing to all of these parts of the Q&A. I'm sorry it's taken so long. I don't know when parts 2 and 3 are coming out, because part 1 would have been out already. It would have been out the morning after. Jesus, got some stuck in my throat. Would have been out already. I may release all 3 on the same day. But yes, thank you all very much for watching, guys. Thank you all very much for contributing. I hope that you all do well in November. This is going to be another tough month. The restrictions aren't as severe as the first lockdown we had in April. But restrictions there nonetheless. But yeah, I hope you guys all do well. I've still got a lot of films to upload. I won't be filming any more Transact films for this month, but I have got a load of Transact films already recorded and will be released in due course. And as such, Transport Fever 2 will be becoming more prevalent, and Train Simulator will be coming back after just a little bit of a break. Yes, so I am going to go to bed, and I'm not going to wake up for a very long time. I'm going to go get another drink and sort this throat out, because it's just going to give me all sorts of problems. So yes, I hope you all do wonderful, guys, and yeah, I'll catch you all very soon. Take care, guys. Goodbye.